Hello and welcome to Crochet Corner here on C is for Crown. I am Ray and that is Morgana, and I am the C and C is for Crown. Anyways, I'm the Crown. Today on Crochet Corner, besides being video bombed by Morgana, we also have special guest appearance by Bastion, right there. Yes, baby girl, what's up? What's up? Okay, so I promised a video, and okay, cat hair. Yes, I have four of them, and they play a predominant role in everything. And every time I get a cat, I have to teach it that mommy's yarn is mine. Excuse me. There we go. And not to play with mom's yarn. So anyways, I have a few things on the go now that I've bibble-babbled a little bit. I have taken, and my brother helped me, take some pictures of this very beautiful shawl that I have done. I got it and done in time enough to use for my husband's funeral service. I am the crone alone now, but that's okay. Moving forward on that, and not going to dwell on the sadness of things. It's unfortunate, but when you have renal failure, oftentimes it's a very hard go of it, and you don't always make it. So one of the things I did was this shawl. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a very, very easy shawl to make. It's very lacy and open. I did some chaining and single crocheting on the edge instead of the fringe. I'm not a fringe person, and I did across the top. I did some single crochet across the top there, just to finish it up for myself. The yarn I used is a Karen Big Cake in brain fart in Cookie Crumble, and that's the yarn there. Back to here. It's a 4-weight medium. I believe I used a 6 or a 6.5. I didn't use the 5 here. It says machine washable and dryable on the outside, but I found that when you pull the labels off, there are slightly different washing instructions on the inside of the band versus the outside. I wash everything on cold water anyways. Saves a little bit on the utility bills. But I don't throw anything in the dryer to dry. Acrylic yarn, which this is 100% acrylic, will stretch in your dryer. So then things aren't quite as nice as when you first did it. What I do is I take my shawls, fold them over a hanger so that the weight of them wet doesn't stretch them horribly bad either, and then I hang them up to dry, and then after that I put them in the dryer on fluff, like a cool, just air dry for just a little bit to get rid of cat hair, because yeah, I have that problem in this house. We also had a dog up until the beginning of this year, and there'd be dog hair all over everything too as well. So I suppose that's the bonus of having fish. Fish don't shed all over the house. But I love my fuzzies. I love my fuzzies. So yes, very, very soft yarn. Crystal from Bag O' Day would definitely say this is scarfable, which means you can put it on your skin without it scratching and being itchy. That's just kind of squashy. Dealing with migraines today. So migraines and video gaming and all sorts of stuff and surviving. So I will put a link and the pictures I took of this, that we took, my brother and I took of this shawl. Very, very comfortable. It's warm. As I said, very simple. You just make it as big as you want. So I actually made the size she said, and I used the 4 weight. I think she used doubled up 1 weight. So yeah, it came out bigger. I might have used a number 5. I can't remember what I did. This is the beautiful thing about grief, I guess. It just takes your brain and puts it over there, and you don't follow, so you just kind of do. And that's been my life for a couple weeks now, maybe. Almost, yeah, just a little over 2 weeks now. So that's a finished project. I actually have a finished project to show. Awesome. And one of the things that I decided to do along the lines of continuing on my husband's end of things, but putting my own spin on it, because he was the blacksmith in the family and did chainmail and swords and knife, or he was building to do swords. He got himself over project and then ran out of time to finish things. But anyways, quite a while ago, several years ago, I discovered that crochet for sure definitely looks a little bit like chainmail. Should I include a picture of me wearing this, maybe? But I was looking at some pictures of chainmail headdresses. I will not include them, they're not my work. So, no stealing. You can borrow, but don't steal. So anyways, I crocheted freehand. I do not have a pattern for this. I winged it. I just sat there one night and did. I'm in the middle of making the video for Gamer Groupie. So if you play games, it's not the best video, but it was just a dry run. I will later today be trying to get that on YouTube. But anyways, yeah, you can see how lacy and open that is, especially with this number 10 thread. How the laciness of it can look a little bit like links of chain all together. So put this on. So for a wing it project, not so bad. I would have to shorten up those a little bit because they're too long. Because I would want this up just a little bit without pulling it down in the back quite so far. There we go. It's not blocked. I haven't done anything. I haven't even finished tucking in the end. Oh, there's the back piece. And it turned out pretty good for a winged project. Not unimpressed with that. So yeah, just tucking ends if I feel like it, because it wasn't anything important. I was just playing. Beats being sad. Jacksepticeye says meme time, his thing where he does videos on memes. A lot of them are from people who make memes about him, and it can be quite hilarious some days, especially when they're mucking with his face with those face adapter programs. They turned him into Shrek. They put his face on ballerinas and dancers. And which give him a good set of gams. Nice legs. But anyways, I would say that meantime isn't the only cure for sadness there, Jack. Yarn is a wonderful thing, and those of us in the yarny community know that. That a great depression buster is sitting down and crocheting or knitting, sometimes even in the crafting end of things, playing with glue and paper mache can be a beautiful thing. Anyway, so the latest work in progress, I've got another one that I finished. I still haven't finished that baby blanket yet. And beanie lovey for the neighbor's little girl next door. That will be on the menu very quickly because I've moved things around trying to tidy house so that I'm not living in clutter anymore. So I have to go find where I put that. I think I know where I put it, but yeah, I gotta go find that and finish. It's just tuck in ends and then take some pictures of my work so I have it. But anyways, what I'm doing is I've started Christmas, and here's what I got so far. I'm working on a granny square blanket. I just needed something I didn't really need to think about a whole lot. Did make a mistake early on, and I cursed myself because working with fuzzy yarn, and this fuzzy yarn is a Caron latte cake. First time I've ever used it. It's so soft. It looks scratchy. Actually, for me, it has the look of twine, like a hemp twine or something like that. But it is so soft. Definitely scarfable. Let's see here. The Caron cake was 100% acrylic. This is 58% acrylic, 42% nylon, a bulky number 5. It says use a 6.5, and that is the needle I'm using. I don't know if you can really see that. Probably. Oh, it'd help if it wasn't upside down. And there we go. 6.5. This is a needle I got off of Wish. It's aluminum, nice, sturdy, very much like a boy's needle. And I really like it. 250 gram ball, 530 yards. The big cakes, this one is a 300 gram ball, 10.5 ounces, and 603 yards, approximately 551 meters. The metric on this is 8.8 ounces, 250 grams, the 530 yards, 485 meters. Again, it says machine washable and dryable, but I wouldn't go with that. Oh, I got glue on my label. Okay, the washing instructions on here on the inside. Care instructions. Wash in water not exceeding 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius. At delicate setting, do not bleach. Tumble dry at low heat. At delicate setting, do not iron or press. Do not dry clean. So, sometimes I wish that somewhere in like the empty space on the label, they would actually put those care instructions on the outside. So there again, I might wash this on a regular, but then I would throw it in. I wouldn't throw it in the dryer. I would fold it, even as an Afghan, maybe fold it in half, hang it over 2 hangers. I don't have any place to lay stuff out and block. I just don't. I have cats. They'd sleep on it. But when I made the boo-boo in here, back to the boo-boo, the boo-boo was way back here in this lighter colored stuff, and I, in the corner somewhere, missed, when I came around and into the lighter stuff here, I missed a spot in my corner. I missed a chain space and had a gaping hole. And I was like, oh no. Because those of us who are experienced know that fuzzy yarn likes to stick to itself. And I was like, oh crap. Because I only have 2 of these. I only have enough. I'm cleaning out yarn before I go and buy new yarn. Especially since finances have changed, and not just because of my husband passing, but because I'm doing a lot of stuff on Vistaprint, and I need money for that. So I'm having to make choices between yarn and doing picture stuff, calendars, stickers, and labels, things for other stuff. Ouch. But anyways, it was like, oh no, crap. Crap. What I found was, thank you, Caron and Yarn Inspirations and the whole 9 yards, for making a yarn that doesn't really stick to each other. It pulls nicely. It actually pulls nicely. Not quite as smooth as, say, the regular cakes, but all these little fuzzies here don't get hung up on each other, which is very, very nice. I've got other fuzzy yarn in the basement that if you just make a mistake with that, oh, you're cutting. You're just cutting and starting over and stuff, and I don't recommend for beginners who just start out to use a yarn that is like that. Try getting a smooth yarn, so that when you're making your mistakes, you're not creating a headache for yourself, so that you go, I don't like this is a pain, and it just kind of throws you off every bits of yarn, so that kind of thing. But that's what's going on here in the crochet world, one day at a time, doing things as they come, and just distracting myself and prepping for Christmas and stuff. So like I said, I will put a link up for this shawl for the video. The woman that does it, I do believe the actual free pattern is on Yarn Inspiration somewhere, but I'll link it to the video, because then you got the link in the video for that. And for those that don't follow patterns well, because it's hard to read them or whatever, I have my own issues with that. She does, because it's a free pattern, she does a tutorial on this, and I think it works quite well. I used a ball and a bit, a cake and a bit, so I got lots of that. I might make a pair of fingerless gloves. Crystal on Bago Day has a really good pair of those that I kind of like and easy to modify, because I like them a little tighter than what the pattern is. So anyways, yes, look for the link below to the pattern for this shawl, and in the description, and it'll have the proper name and the whole 9 yards of that. I might name it with a little I'll find some way to name it in the video so you know what it is, but I will have the tutorial link in there. So enough of the babbling. Today is a video making day and getting back to work and being domestic in my house, because yeah, you can see the mess back there. Anyways, trying to work around my lighting issues. Anyways, so happy hooking, and I'll crochet with you later.